Hello everybody, we got another good video.
Hola, people! This is the top amusement parks that I've been to. I've been to 13 amusement parks in total, all around North America, Canada, and the United States.
I had some input in this, but there's a few parks that I haven't been to. So obviously I didn't really know much about those, but so
get right into
it's
this.
mostly his parks.
Yes. Number 12, Connie Lake Park. Connie Lake Park is a small little park in Pennsylvania, right on the border between Pennsylvania and Ohio. They only have 2 coasters, but I think they're like Blue Streak is the classic wooden coaster that they have, and the other is a kiddie coaster. Blue Streak is pretty fun, but it's just a really weird park because there's not many people around. Number 11, Waldemere in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Another park I haven't been to.
Yes.
Conneaut or this one?
Waldemere is in Erie, and they have, 4 roller coasters? Actually 5. They have Ravine Flyer 2, that's their main one. It is a Gravity Group wooden coaster, and it is, really good. I think it's really underrated, amazing airtime, and this is just one of those, small little parks. You can, if you go to the water park, which is really good, you can make this a whole day park probably. The water park is great. The amusement park is great. Great park. Number 10, Kentucky Kingdom in Kentucky. Another park that he hasn't been to.
Yep. There's actually 4 I haven't been to. So.
Yes. Kentucky Kingdom has Lightning Run and Storm Chaser. Those are their 2 main coasters. And they also have some other ones like T3 right here. Storm Chaser is my favorite. It's an RMC. It is packed with airtime, super intense, crazy ride. I think it's pretty underrated too. Lightning Run is also a great ride. It feels like a Six Flags park almost.
It used to be so.
Yeah, it used to be. So it still feels like one, but it's still.
I plan on getting there soon.
Yes. Great park. Number 9, Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. This is a park that we've both been to.
I've been to this one.
El Toro, the main coaster. El Toro is incredible. Great ride, crazy airtime. And then you have Great Adventure, or King of Kai. I mean, that is the tallest roller coaster in the world. It is huge. People compare it to Dragster because they're both Stratas. And people say Dragster is a lot better. To be honest, I don't think Dragster is that much better. A little bit, but King of Kai is great too. They have this ride here, which is crazy.
Yeah, we want to ride this thing. This thing looked, ugh. But we just happened to go last April. It was about a year ago now, maybe a little bit earlier, that we were at that park. And it was just happened to be the busiest day.
Yes.
So it kind of took away from our experience.
It did, definitely. Number 8 is Carowinds on the in South Carolina and North Carolina. Their main coaster there is Fury, which is, I think, one of the best coasters in the world. We went here, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, I think 3 years ago.
This was the first park. This is the first park outside of Cedar Point that we've been to. Cedar Point's our home park.
Yes.
Great park. Great rides.
We meant to go back sometime, or we mean to go back sometime now that they have what's it called? The new one?
You know what it's called. I forget what it's called, but you know what it's called. Copperhead Strike.
Copperhead Strike.
But I just want to ride Fury again because it was so long ago and we only rode it twice. It was a while ago, but Intimidator was also a great ride.
Intimidator
Fury,
was amazing.
Afterburn was also a great ride.
So that came in at number 9. Now? Or number 8.
Yes.
Now number 7.
7, not our King's Dominion. King's Dominion is in Virginia. Their main coaster there is I-305, Intimidator 305, or Twisted Timbers, their RMC. Intimidator 305 is my second favorite coaster. Intimidator 305 is crazy. It's cray-cray.
We were sick, though, when we were here.
Yeah,
So we didn't get the full experience.
We did not. We
Great
were
Adventure was busy, and King's Dominion we were sick.
yeah, we were very not very sick, but we were pretty sick at this place, so it wasn't the best experience. But I mean, it was I don't know. It was we still had a good time.
The coasters are alone. The coasters alone make it a great park.
Yes.
And another park that we plan on getting to again in the near future.
It has a great charm to it.
Yeah.
I think with the singing mushrooms. The singing mushrooms are great. King's Dominion.
All right. And what's next on the list, Milo?
Coming in at number 6 is
Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain. It's in California, and you're probably like, why is this so low? Well, we were only here for a day, and a lot of the rides were closed. Like Goliath was closed.
Superman was closed.
Tatsu had like a 3-hour line.
It was the only ride that had a long line. Because
Yeah.
we flew through most lines because we were there in January in the middle of the week.
Twisted Colossus was incredible. No wait. X2 is also incredible, but he didn't want to ride it more. He didn't want to ride it more than once.
But we rode it once. Oh, right there, what they just showed, my favorite ride there. Maybe
They?
I don't know.
All right, he's weird. He likes full throttle for some reason. X2 or Twisted Colossus is my favorite one. Probably X2. X2, you just don't know what's going on, but it's an amazing park.
Look at that paint job there. Look at that. Come on, paint that up.
It's an amazing park. I want to go back really bad because I think if I do go back, it would probably move up the list. Wonderful park. Highly recommend going. It's just huge park. So many coasters. Like, insane. Like 20. I think over 20. I don't even know. Number 5. Canada's Wonderland in Canada, obviously.
I'll keep quiet on this since this is one of the parks that I have not been to.
Canada's Wonderland has 3 major coasters. I guess 2. Leviathan and Behemoth are the major ones. And Yukon, I guess. Yeah, so 3. Yukon Striker was very underrated, and so was Leviathan. Leviathan is a big B&M Giga coaster. I thought it was very underrated, great airtime. Yukon Striker was a very underrated dive coaster. I thought it was fun. I thought it was really fun. I mean, it wasn't that intense, but it was really fun. I loved it. It definitely had a really good charm. Felt like a Cedar Fair park. I love the buildings. It was decorated really well. Themed well. I thought it was just a great park, great time, great coasters.
I think I'm going to have to get there. Like most of these parks I haven't been to, I want to get to. Especially Canada's Wonderland and then Kentucky Kingdom. And this you rode, right?
Yeah, this ride was actually fun. Yeah, Time Warp. It was actually a good ride.
Doesn't look fun. But what comes in at number 4, Milo?
Number 4, Knott's Berry Farm in California again. Knott's Berry Farm was incredible, and I loved it even when 2 major coasters, Accelerator was closed and Hang Time wasn't built yet.
Hang Time was just being built.
Yes. Ghost Rider was incredible. Outstanding GCI. So much airtime. We rode a night ride. Probably one, if not the best. Well, Lightning Ride's probably the best night ride. That was probably like the second or third best night ride. I love the charm. I love the theming and all that. It just looked nice. What do you think?
It's a great park. I thought they had unique coasters, a couple of them, Pony Express or whatever that's called. So, but yep, great park, great rides. Number 3, what is it? Tell them.
Dollywood!
Dollywood.
Home to my favorite coaster, Lightning Rod. It's an RMC. Lightning Rod alone was insane. I got my 100th credit there on Wild Eagle, their B&M wing coaster. I thought it was just an excellent park. I love the buildings. They had Dolly pictures everywhere.
Kim Jong Parton is what we
Dolly Jung-un.
Yes.
It was a great park. I love the atmosphere. It's one of those parks. They had one outstanding coaster. The rest were okay, good.
But they don't have any bad coasters.
They do not have any bad coasters. I love the theming. They're right in the woods. And this is just, I think, an outstanding park. This isn't the best park for roller coasters. They have Lightning Rod, which is my personal favorite coaster, but I don't know. I think it's a great park outside of roller coasters, and they have great roller coasters too.
I agree. Number 2,
Now,
I think you can guess it.
Number 2 and number 1 can vary. I think I couldn't really decide, but there's one thing that made number 1 over number 2. So number 2 is Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. Kings Island is incredible.
Kind of our second home park.
Kind of.
We go there at least 3, maybe 4 times a year.
They have Mystic Timbers, one of my favorite coasters. They have tons of coasters, Racer, Diamondback, Banshee, Beast, and now Orion. Once it's
Orion will eventually be ridden.
Yes.
And you know what? Okay, right here we're showing some of our footage that we were at Winterfest. They have a great Winterfest, and they have a great Halloweekends.
I say Winterfest is probably the best time you can have an amusement park. Winterfest makes me want to put Kings Island number 1, but yeah, continue on.
It's just a great atmosphere. Although they only have one coaster. Well, sometimes they have Flight of Fear open, but they couldn't because of building Orion. But Mystic Timbers is open, and everything's lit up, and there's singing, and it's just very festive. It puts you in the holiday mood.
It is incredible.
And this is, and then Haunt, I think, is better than Cedar Point's. And speaking of Cedar Point, number one is
Cedar Point. Now, why Cedar Point? Not only with the great coasters, but Cedar Point Nights is the event. I want to go there so bad, and this is how great I think Cedar Point Nights is. It had me put. I put Cedar Point over Kings Island just because of Cedar Point Nights. I never even been to Cedar Point Nights. That's how good I think it is.
Cedar Point Nights is it goes during the summer, and they open up the beach at night and have bonfires and music, and
I want to do it so bad.
It's a lot of fun. It's a nice way to relax after the park closes. But Cedar Point is all about the roller coasters. It's our home park. We're there weekly.
They have Steel Vengeance, Maverick, Millennium, Top Thrill Dragster, Gatekeeper, Val Raven, Gemini, Blue Streak, Wicked Twister.
We're there so much.
And much more.
We went a couple weeks ago when they were closed because of this pandemic.
We did, actually.
And we just drove through the parking lot. That's how often we go there. We go there when it's closed. In fact, the first time Milo was ever at the park was when he was younger, and we were going to Kalahari or Great Wolf Lodge, one of the indoor water parks nearby, and we went by it and went and peeked at some coasters. But Maverick, one of my favorites. Steel Vengeance, one of my favorites. Top Thrill Dragster, they're all.
They just have great charm. The roller coasters is why you go there, though, and yeah, that's about it.
So I hope you enjoyed our list.
Subscribe to Moose Mysteries. Link in the description below.
So, like, subscribe, share.